Working in television isn't always glamorous, especially when your job includes navigating national politics, hot-button social issues, and relentless internet rumors. That's the reality Whoopi Goldberg candidly addressed during a recent episode of The View. The 69-year-old Oscar winner and longtime moderator of the daytime talk show took a rare moment to acknowledge just how exhausting the job can be. As she welcomed a standing ovation from the audience, Whoopi looked genuinely touched, saying, "Let us say this to you. Thank you for that, because sometimes this gig can feel like hell." And for anyone watching closely, it was clear she wasn't just talking about early call times or intense political debates. She was pointing to something deeper, something more personal, the non-stop criticism and even bizarre conspiracy theories that come with being in the spotlight. One of those conspiracies? That Whoopi and her fellow co-hosts, Joy Behar, Sunny Hostin, Sarah Haynes, and Alyssa Farah Griffin, are somehow connected to Jeffrey Epstein through an alleged client list. Yes, you read that right. The co-hosts of a daytime talk show have been randomly named by internet trolls as being part of a list that, according to the Department of Justice, doesn't even exist. Goldberg didn't shy away from addressing the issue head-on. In her signature blend of calm confidence and blunt honesty, she dismissed the rumors flat out. "There's nothing sitting on anybody's desk," she said, referencing claims made by former Trump official Pam Bondi about having the list in her possession. The moment wasn't just a myth-busting statement. It was also a critique of how baseless accusations can catch fire online and ruin reputations. Joy Behar chimed in, adding an insightful political lens to the situation. She argued that many on the far right aren't genuinely concerned about policies that could affect their day-to-day lives, like food prices, Medicaid, or elder care, but are instead obsessed with using fictional tools like the so-called Epstein list to discredit liberals. What's interesting about this case for me, it's not the Epstein list, it's the fact that they were going to use this list against liberals, Behar explained. She even joked alongside Goldberg that they've both been placed on that list, prompting laughter from the audience, before clarifying that the accusation is entirely false. Sunny Hostin, a former federal prosecutor, stepped in to provide legal clarity. She emphasized that neither she nor her co-hosts are on any real list, because such a list doesn't exist. Alyssa Farah Griffin, who once served in the Trump administration before publicly distancing herself, echoed the sentiment. She explained that many people on the inside of government eventually realize that the truth isn't as black and white as political narratives make it seem. "It's not a matter of red versus blue," she said. "It's often messy, complicated, and too dangerous to even disclose fully." Griffin reminded viewers that these smear campaigns often rely on confirmation bias. People seek out information that supports what they already want to believe, regardless of its accuracy. The conversation ended with a poignant question from Goldberg. When is it going to be enough? She challenged the audience to think about how far these conspiracies will go and what it will take for the public to push back against misinformation. Is it going to take the farmers getting up and going, "Okay, your food is rotting here because we've gotten rid of everybody who wants to come here and do this and take care of their families?" she asked. The frustration in her voice was clear, not just about being personally targeted, but about the broader impact of conspiracy culture on public discourse and real-world policy. In a moment that could have easily been glossed over, the women of The View used their platform to draw attention to how misinformation spreads, how it can hurt innocent people, and how important it is to question what we hear, especially when it sounds too sensational to be true. This wasn't just another Hot Topic segment. It was a wake-up call, wrapped in real talk, humor, and the kind of honesty that daytime TV doesn't always get credit for.